Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ivy League Analytical English. I'm Karen.
And I'm Wesley. 今天我们要做翻译这个练习。
It is a whole paragraph, but it is quite short. Here is the Chinese.
好，所以这个整段的中文是和重要环境议题相关的灾难片是我最喜爱的电影种类之一。有些人可能会觉得这些和所有这些电影都很相似，但是我很喜欢看那种高科技的特效，还有令人啧舌的场景。此外，我经常会被这些电影里的剧情所激励，并且思考要如何对环保有所贡献。
Okay, let's go to the first sentence.
OK, 第一句话，和重要环境议题相关的灾难片是我最喜爱的电影种类之一。那这个是属于 A 是 B 这样的句型 ，A is B 的句型，所以呢，其实 A 跟 B 有的时候我们可以对调。那这里呢，我觉得我比较喜欢把这个 B 先讲出来，我最喜欢的电影种类，所以我的翻译是 One of my favorite types of movies is 我最喜欢的电影之一是什么呢？是灾难片 disaster movies 这个 disaster movies 就是灾难片。然后呢，和这些电影的这个灾难片的特性是和重要环境议题相关所以呢，我就可以讲说这个disaster movies that treat就是处理你说跟什么什么有关，其实就这个电影是处理这些问题的所以that treat important environmental issues 环境议题 environmental issues 所以这句很简单，我的翻译就是 One of my favorite types of movies is disaster movies that treat important environmental issues.
Okay, and when I first heard disaster movies, it sounded kind of funny because we have a colloquial usage of disaster,which means something was a big failure. For example, how was the party yesterday? Oh, it was a disaster.
昨天晚上那个 party 怎么样？哇，惨啊！
很失败
很失败。
Right. So for that reason, when I first heard disaster movies, I hesitated because it made me wonder if they were movies that failed miserably.
但这个，所以我们讲 disaster movies， 感觉起来好像是，这个有可能好像是电影很失败的意思。
So I hesitated a bit, but we checked Google, and in fact, people do say it. When I saw on Google that you also say disaster films, I reacted immediately, yes, that sounds better. That's what I'm used to. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's more comfortable to use disaster films, but disaster movies is also okay.
这个很重要，就是这像 Karen 老师，他觉得 disaster films， 他觉得比较这个听起来比较常用。那 disaster movies， 他一开始听觉得怪怪的，但是我们去 Google 发现，有这种用法那其实因为这样，所以我建议各位你只要选一种就好。
All right, let's hear your translation one more time.
Okay, one of my favorite types of movies is disaster movies that treat important environmental issues.
Okay, my translation is movies about disasters that treat environmental topics are among my favorites. So I did it quite differently. One more time, movies about disasters that treat environmental topics are among my favorites.
好，所以 Karen 老师他是先讲这个 movies 他说电影呢，关于灾难的电影就是所谓的灾难片然后呢 that treat 也是一样，用 treat 这个动词，他要讨论的处理的是 environmental topics 与环保有关的议题用 topics 也可以。那这样的电影呢 are among my favorites 就是我最喜欢的电影之一。
And the translation in our magazine, disaster films related to crucial environmental issues are one of my favorite film genres. I like this translation. I think it is a pretty good one, so you can make note of it. Environmental issues, I think, is better than topics, which I picked. And genres is a really good word if you're talking about the arts and literature. Genre 是文类的意思. So one more time, disaster films related to crucial environmental issues are one of my favorite film genres.
OK 我们杂志上这个翻译呢，跟什么有关？它是用 related to， 然后呢，重要的环境议题，那个重要的用的是 crucial 这个字也很好 ，crucial 是非常重要的、关键性的意思。那最后一个字 ，Karen 老师觉得用的很好，我也觉得用很好的一个字就是 genre， 就是文类的意思。
Good. Let's move on to the second sentence.
好，第二句，有些人可能会觉得这些电影都很相似但是我很喜欢观看那些高科技的特效和令人啧舌的场景所以呢。这个有些人我直接讲 some 当然你也可以讲 some people， 可是那 people 可以省略的。some 可能会 may think 可能会觉得所有这些电影都很相似that all movies like this 所有像这样的电影呢 are more or less the same 当我们说这些东西 are more or less the same 就表示它们很相似。
给 game
OK
给 game 多多少少
给 game 你看多多少少都很像了哈。那但是呢我很喜欢 but I enjoy 观看 watching那些怎么样高科技的特效 high tech special effects 就是特效，然后呢令人啧舌，我们令人啧舌就让人很惊叹，那我选的形容词是 astonishing那场景就是 scenes 电影的一个一个场景就是 scenes。 好，所以这整句话呢其实蛮简单的，我现在这整句再念一遍Some may think that all movies like this are more or less the same, but I enjoy watching the high-tech special effects and astonishing scenes.
Good. Mine is about the same. I've used a few slightly different words. Some people may think that all movies in this genre, here's genre again, are pretty much the same. Instead of more or less, we can also say pretty much the same. But I like the high-tech special effects and the breathtaking scenery. 就叹为观止. It takes your breath away. That means, 哇，你都忘了呼吸 because it's so beautiful. 美毙了. And the whole sentence one more time. Some people may think that all movies in this genre are pretty much the same, but I like the high-tech special effects and the breathtaking scenery.
OK 好，那个 high-tech special effects 我们两个用的都一样。好，那 breathtaking 这很好的一个形容词，就是令你喘不过气来的那种景然后呢这个 genre 又再用了一次，大家特别注意这种用法。
And the translation in our magazine reads, Some people might think all of these films are pretty similar, but I enjoy watching the high-tech special effects and stunning scenes. Stunning is a really great adjective here. One more time. Some people might think all of these films are pretty similar, but I enjoy watching the high-tech special effects and stunning scenes.
Pretty similar 很像，然后呢这个 high-tech special effects 后面用了那个 stunning 很棒的一个形容词。好，那我们再看第三句。此外，我经常会被这些电影里的剧情所激励，并且思考要如何对环保有所贡献。好，此外我用 besides 然后呢我常常被激励 I am often inspired， 然后呢被这些电影剧情所激励 by the plots of these movies， 然后呢激励要干嘛呢 inspire me to 思考 think about 我如何能够有贡献 how I can contribute to environmental protection 所以这个句也是蛮 straightforward。 我再念一次我的翻译。 Besides, I am often inspired by the plots of these movies to think about how I can contribute to environmental protection.
Good. I just want to remind you that plot is singular when you're talking about a single movie. 就是一部电影里面的剧情是 the plot of the movie. 那个时候不要加 s. We add s here because it's many movies. 每一部电影只有一个 plot. And my translation is, the plots of these movies often inspire me and make me think about how I could contribute to environmental protection. I say could because I am less certain.
Could 比较没有那么把握。
Okay, and the translation in our magazine is, in addition, I have often been inspired by the stories in these films and have reflected on how to contribute to environmental protection.
OK 好，那 in addition 就是此外它这个杂志上面这种用法就是已经发生了 I have often been inspired 强调就是我过去以来常常这样子那被这些 stories 也可以用来表示情节in these movies 用 story 后面就要用 in 这个介系词，然后 reflect on 也是一个很好的片语去思考。
And that's it for today. Do your best for the environment. Every little bit helps. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.